Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war?
My dock diving dog, Scrapper, had a bad habit of trying to escape and running off every time before I left for work. This particular night, he led me on a wild goose chase through the woods. Losing sight of him this time, my wife and I jumped in the car to try to chase Scrapper down. Stopping and getting out of the car sometimes to call his name, I noticed somebody with a flashlight looked like they were searching around for something too. The light was bluish colored and moving very erratically. I walked back down the rural highway to get in my car. I asked my wife if she had seen anything. Seeing me come back, she immediately yelled at me to hurry and let's just get out of there. As we approached a small intersection, the vehicle was totally immersed in light, as if it was daylight. Squinting my eyes, I looked up, and right above the power lines was a huge craft hovering there the size of a football field. It was completely silent. The cassette tape in my car deck started backmasking. If you're familiar with technology then you know that there's no way possible to record something on a pre-recorded track like that. No matter where I played that very tape, the sound seemed to be permanently burned onto it. The digital clock built into my dash went crazy. Before my very eyes, I saw it moving forward and backward. Inside the car, bathed in a light brighter than any afternoon sun, all I could do was take my wife's hand and ask if she was ready. I looked over at my wife's young face, and I saw our lives flash before my eyes in seconds. I spoke one word, as I had never spoken it before, and that's all I could say. I was supposed to be at work at midnight. We had left the house around 11:30 p.m. that night, and by now the sun was coming up. Our car was still down at the intersection. We walked silently to it. We went to breakfast that morning before going home, just to be around other people, to see that the world was still the same that we knew, but it really wasn't. Something inside of me had changed. It felt like a part of me did die that night. My own world had become so much larger, and I had felt part of it. My heart and eyes became open to new theories and questions. Faith is supposed to be the belief in something you cannot see. Yet what I had seen and experienced that night gave me the faith to believe in things many people don't believe in or may never see.